The results are in. I just this week attended Calgary Real Estate Board's yearly Outlook Conference, and what I'm about to reveal to you today is going to blow you away. Stick around, you do not want to miss this. What's up guys, my name is Adam Vetter and I'm a real estate agent with the Terlier Group here in Calgary. Today I'm going to reveal to you the numbers and what they're predicting for this year. And apart from the scary predictions you're getting on social media and maybe the mainstream media all across Canada, Calgary appears to be on its own little happy island, and the outlook is very, very promising. So without further delay, here are the key points that I gathered from the event, and by the end of this video I will present my predictions of what's going to pan out in 2023. Oh, and by the way, you can find in the link in the description, you can find the full report, so have a look at that if you want to follow along. And so, out of province migration, this was a very interesting portion of the event. There was a huge surge in international and interprovincial migration of over 100,000 people. This contributed to tighter rental markets and high home ownership demand. Interprovincially, the majority of the movers came from, you guessed it, Ontario and BC. So why are people moving to Calgary? Well, there was actually some unexpected growth in three main sectors. It was professional, scientific, and technical jobs. And so folks were moving in here in droves because they were able to see the massive opportunity in Calgary. Also, you don't need to be a math genius to calculate the added tax benefits of buying in Alberta. Things like one tax, the GST, as opposed to a couple taxes or harmonized tax, PST or HST. This is an instant savings. In most provinces, you could see between a 6 and 10% savings on transactions. So this is massive. Also, on new construction, there is no land transfer taxes here in Alberta. Only a small registration fee is part of the transaction if you are buying a property from a developer. So it is a fraction of the cost, and that's thousands of dollars on average in savings. So there's massive savings by moving and buying in Alberta. And so yeah, simply put, Ontario and BC, particularly Toronto and Vancouver, are still relatively high to Calgary. They are in fact double on average compared to Vancouver and Toronto. So price sensitivity when you're moving from those cities into Calgary is not very high at all. So considering these factors, there's also the quality of life, recreation, outdoors, the natural beauty, not as high a dense of a city, so you're not stacked on top of each other living in Toronto or driving the 401 chaos that it is. So those were also some personal factors I've heard from my clients that were migrating as well. So next I talked about easing lending rates. So just as I have mentioned in my previous videos, we're only going to see a 0.25% increase, probably the day that this video gets uploaded. And the economists don't think that's going to go up very much, if at all, right into 2024. So now I know what you're thinking, these dang interest rates are going crazy. But keep in mind though, there was a drastic increase of 4% over last year, and they don't expect that to go up much more. And if you look at historical averages on the long scale, 4 to 6% is actually average, right? So just remember, that silly P word that we were talking about a lot the last few years, the pandemic, that had a lot of effect on what was going on. So not a normal situation, and we're actually historically at a very average situation. So it puts things into perspective of what's going on the interest rate side. So employment, great numbers coming out of Calgary. Calgary actually saw about just over 7.5% employment growth, and the whole province did quite well in that area. So the expectation is that it's going to stay pretty high. This is probably the peak, and we're going to see the interest rates are going to do their job, and it's going to start slowing a little bit of the economic growth. But Calgary is sitting good, and they should be able to curtail much of the recession that's coming up and should hold pretty strong right through into next year. So inventory supply. Inventory levels are still super low and are still expected to prevent widespread price declines in Calgary, especially in three main areas of properties. So you got row townhouse, semi-detached, and you got your entry-level and mid-range detached. So those ones are still going to be quite active. You're going to see, I wouldn't call it maybe a seller's market, but still strong on the selling side. And on the high end, unfortunately, it wasn't all perfect news. High end and luxury detached saw a sharp decline, and that should still be the case in 2023. So my predictions are with this huge migration, people need a place to live. So on the investor side, you can still expect to see low vacancy rates and immediate healthy cash flow, right? And if people need a place to live and are still migrating here and inventory is low, that's going to be good for holding the prices pretty stable. If not, they might actually go up a little bit in the spring. Now with the interest rates looking like they're slowing down quite a bit, if not stopping, buyers are going to come out of the woodwork saying, hey, I've saved some money. This is a good time to buy because I can now go into a variable. I'm more confident with the interest rates not going up now. Last year was crazy. I'm not going to play that game yet until we see it settle. It's starting to settle now with the interest rates, so buyers are going to start coming out of the woodwork and they're going to even, again, increase more demand. Which means on the seller side, if you're looking to sell your house, now is a great time. With the expected employment growth to slow by next year, we're not going to have the crazy numbers this year like we had. So I think if you want to have a good opportunity to sell your house at top value, this spring in 2023 is going to be a good bet. Well, that's my take on things on the real estate market for Calgary in the upcoming 2023 year. I hope this provides value to your search. And if you like what you heard from this video, please like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on to keep up with me and my future videos and reels. Good luck on your search and all the best to you in 2023. Hi guys, my name is Adam Vetter, and I'm a real estate agent serving the greater Calgary and surrounding areas. I absolutely love what I do, and my background is, my whole life has been in customer service, and I'm always there to try and add value to any of my clients that I have. In this case for real estate, what I like to do is provide weekly market updates if you need be. If you're looking for a property, you want to assess the value of it, whether it's your own or if you're looking to buy a property, I love to do that. And if you're looking to buy somewhere and you want to know the area and you want to know the amenities and the services in that area, I love it all. So if you're interested, let me know and get in contact with me, and I would love to help you out in any way I can. Thanks a lot, and good luck in your research.